Hi there, I'm James, and this is Outpost Terminal. You're joining us for the third session of our full playthrough of the playtest version of Mothership by Space Game Studios. So we are going through a playtest. This is about identifying sort of issues that might surface and also just offering our first impressions of things. The game itself is in pre-alpha, so it will stay that way through development for quite a while, but that means you're going to see some like visual placeholders, you're going to see some unfinished textures, things that need to still be swapped in, but those are actually intentionally left to late in the process because Carlos, the solo dev who's working on this, wants to make sure that the game is enjoyable first and then can work on visual polish. Broadly speaking, so this is an exploration game, so, like told around the story of a player who was left behind when motherships left Earth and has been chasing those family, presumably, at least people, in order to reunite with them. We are going to be picking up on a jungle planet in the Vega star system. So you can see here through the windows, we will be exploring this jungle and whatever exciting things might be contained within. At various points through this, I will be asking some questions of Carlos, the solo dev on the project, and he'll be giving us some insight into how his process worked. Thank you to Carlos in advance for joining us, for offering some input and making this both informative and enjoyable for the players.
And thank you, James, for trying it. I'm really excited about it because this is one of my very favorite planets levels, and I'm really looking for it. Go, go, go!
So, without further ado, grab your coffee or tea or beverage of choice, and let's jump into the next episode of Mothership. All right, Jungle Planet, here we come. First things first, we're gonna need our suit. We're gonna seal the airlock up and head outside. Oh, this is great. Like being able to walk through the sea of this. And I have to know, you can cut it. Fascinating. All right, core 5 is that way, but 700-ish meters that way. There's some really interesting, like, flora here. Oh, what did I walk into? I hurt myself somehow. Oh, those spikes, they hurt. And I'm guessing? Yes, that hurts as well. Okay, so this planet is not as... Are you a trap? Oh, you are. You are a trap. Will it go again? Okay. Oh boy, this planet's gonna be less friendly. You kind of have to look at the feet in front of you, if you will. That looks like something that explodes. That hurts too. Oh my gosh. All right, I want to know. It's kind of hard to see it, but I want to know. Maybe we'll see another one. If those explode. Because if they do, there's one. I'm going to use the gun. It's kind of hard to tell if I'm going to shoot it. Here we go. They do. Okay. Well, that's worth remembering as we go here. Because that means I bet they hurt us too if I don't do it right. I have to be careful. Okay. I really like the giant roots. It's very Star Wars Dagobah. Oops. Oh, I made it. I didn't think. Oh, there's a lake of the stuff, which I'm just assuming is basically water here, but water that is not good for our health, I imagine. See if we can circumvent this. I mean, so far it seems like we'll be able to. Do we go for it? Oh, don't panic, don't panic. It hurts, but it doesn't seem like it hurts bad. There we go. Okay, so I mean, we've taken, what, 12 damage with all my experimentation. Wait a minute. I healed somehow. How did that happen? Is it touching these plants? I don't know what specifically caused that, but that's a fascinating mechanic. More healing. Okay. Well, hey. I gotta make sure I'm paying attention to the arrow, because otherwise I'm gonna get super lost. This is a very beautifully designed area. I mean, I'm kind of a sucker for jungle levels to begin with, but it feels simultaneously alien, somewhat dangerous, right? And cozy. Like, it feels like you can just explore this. Oh, it's a big hill. Oh, oh. Is that part of, maybe part of a mothership? Question mark? These giant flowers or toadstools. Oh, we can go up here maybe? I just have sneaking suspicions that this is the right way to go. Oh, neat. I mean, I can only imagine that I'm doing it right. I might not be. Like, I know I'm kind of going away from the arrow, but my theory is, like, there's a big structure right there. If I can get around to that, that could be really interesting. All right, all right. Let's see here. So I do want to go ahead and use some of this time to ask Carlos a question, and then I'll keep running so he can kind of answer over the gameplay here. So one of the things that we've noticed, like early on in this game's development even, is that each of the planets has sort of their own custom feel. Is there a detail either here or on another planet or level that players could really easily miss, but that was kind of a near and dear, it was special to you, a special part of what this game was going to be? Like, is there a reference to anything in there? Do you have like a little model or a plushie or something like that? Curious to hear about that.
All right. I've thought a lot about it, and I wish, as you said at the beginning of this episode, the first thing I want to do is to be sure that the game is fun, it's interesting, and then I will make other things like the visuals, like really like push it to the next level, yeah. And it's the same with the Easter eggs and all the details and all of those kind of things. I have many ideas, but I have not yet implemented them, or even I don't know if I will have the time to implement it. That's it. For now, for the version you are playing right now, at least I can say there is some area I created recently that uh, was something like really like it, it gets stuck in my mind, like something I just wanted to create, and I found the right place, and it's like a room in the mothership, and it's something that it's always also a little bit trendy in the right this moment on the internet. There's something that has a little hype and a little like wave or wow. Um, and I thought to myself that it was really cool, and then I could place it in the game. Very small thing, but that yeah, it's really like a Easter egg, uh, and, and yeah, I am kind of proud because it's the first real Easter egg I place on the game, and it's pretty cool. And actually, I think in most of the levels you can visit it. Not all of them, but I think in most of them it's accessible. So yeah. Well, I will see. We will see if you will find it by chance.
Oh no, explodey things. Oh, those appear to be moving toward me. I don't know that I like that. I mean, it sure looks like we're in the right room. If those are moving, and they look to be, I want to deal with that, like, right now. Ouch, that actually hurt me. Oh no. Go zoom up, zoom up, zoom up, zoom up. Oh no. Oh no. Ouch. Get up, friend. Oh no. Up, 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 up. I keep hitting myself, but I feel like I'm doing less damage than I will do if I let them get closer. That one hurt less. Okay. I don't think it hurt at all. Let's see if we can... Holy crap! These are huge. This is a fascinating mechanic, though. Like, making the environment dangerous without making it, like, truly enemies. They're more like plants. All right, let's see here. And the core says it's straight ahead, but up there. Okay, okay, here we go. Let's find our way back up. Okay, it's up there. Which I think just means we're gonna go up these. Okay, we can do that. Awesome. Okay. Oh no, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Ouch. I'm glad that... Is that little one coming this way fast? Because it kind of looks like it is. Oof. Oh, and there's a big one over there. I really like that the game uses a gun as a tool. We're not truly, like, attacking enemies in the same way that you might. but instead we are... Does this lead all the way down? I don't think it does, because I thought I checked that when I landed. Oh, it's to health. Ouch. Double ouch. Okay, well. I'm not dead. So let's get back up there. I guess I'll have to be more careful in my navigation to the railing. That was a mistake on my part. Again, this speaks a little bit, and I think I have a question for this, so I'll go ahead and ask it while I work my way back up. Yeah, so I had kind of like, the game uses no real combat, no crafting, no leveling. So it is a pure exploration game. I'm curious how you balance that to make it feel rewarding to the player.
Rewarding to the player. Maybe you are asking in the sense in which we can measure, because when you are leveling up, or you are crafting, or you are making score about something, or having a track, you are tracking the progression of quests. You have numbers and you can track that progression, and you are getting better objects and better skills, and that's rewarding generally. And I don't have in this game, or I didn't create all that. The game basically is based around the idea of contemplation and the fact that you are discovering new places or new objects, but you are never possessing them. So this is a little bit anti-materialist game, in the sense you are not getting lots of items and just stocking them. One thing I don't especially like is the moment when you are in an RPG or a looter game, and you have like Diablo or Borderlands, which are one of my favorite ones. Is the moment when you have your bag is your backpack is full, and then you have to choose which to drop or which to sell, or it's like at some point you have your bag full of trash and you have to do that choice and that work of choosing and selecting and making like literally sometimes calculations to see which one is more performant, and that kind of tires me a little bit. And I just wanted to propose something a little bit different. Like in this game, when you find there are some items, I think you already found them, like the suits, different color scheme, and the crosshair, you can change it and you will see it in your helmet, like a visor, and all those things you swap it, you exchange it. Like once you take the new one, you are leaving behind your old one, and you can change it. If you regret your choice, you can, of course, you can just go back and recover your old one, but once you leave it, it's like ciao, bye bye. Like it's there, and yeah, and the question originally was about the reward, and it is all based on the ephemeral things, like small little things you will discover, you will enjoy, and they will disappear. You will leave them behind, and there will be like just something in your memory. And for me, that's the small reward crumbs on this game on mobile.
And now we are a kilometer away, so we have a bit of walking to do. But this world is beautiful. Oh, one of those things. Is it like still on a stalk? It looks like it's still on a stalk. Maybe it won't bother us, he says, hoping. No, it's chasing. It's not very fast, so I'm gonna run. I do see that like the lighting when carrying the orb, it seems to slightly slow the frame rate versus when, and maybe it's not the orb, maybe it's just the way that the environment lighting works. That could well be. That was a little bigger fall than I expected. Let's test it real quick. So the light is on currently. And see, it feels much smoother when I'm zoomed in, but that's because the light source is only pointed on a small portion of the screen. If I fire the light, yeah, see, it feels much more smooth. Maybe I'll just leave it off. Oh, here we go. See how much smoother the frame rate. I bet it even shows for a YouTube upload. We'll see if I'm wrong, but yeah, that would be a really, like, and maybe it's just a factor of the game, right? Like by having more happening on screen. But it's a little note. Oh, the clearing. I love the clearings. They feel, if I stand in these, no. I like the green stuff that's, I don't know if we can see it there, the green stuff that's like all grown, like algae or something, some organic detritus. Kind of grown onto the power core. Fantastic. And we have the lake of blue stuff that I want to try not to fall into. I think the easiest path is going to be down this way. Oh boy, that's bright. But in the right ways, like it's bioluminescent water. Like I think that's, to me, that's at least the feel I'm getting from it. And I like that. That's, again, Carlos has such a good imagination for this. Like his world building is really good. I don't know if I can get up this or not, but I'm gonna try. Try was the word. But yeah, like these environments feel new and different, and like they can be, we went from a desert planet to a jungle planet, and it doesn't feel like an iteration. It feels like a whole different system. And I really like that, right? Like as a game, this feels like you're on a journey, you're on an epic story. And I think that's exactly what he's aiming for. So yeah, with that said, I guess, Carlos, the compass and radar, so like right here on the back of the helmet, those are central to like how players explore the world. How did you decide how much guidance to give players? I know you've talked a little bit about like wanting them to have freedom, but how did you balance that with keeping them going the right direction? That's interesting. Yeah. I like I see that. I see that in the design of the game. I really do. Let's see here. We are almost back to our ship. The jungle planet. This had to be so much work to lay out the level. Kudos. And the fact that if you wanted, you can go straight ahead here, not the direction that the ship is. And technically, eventually, you'd probably reach the edge of the map. But you could make a whole series just exploring what this level has to offer, right? Like, maybe there are hidden things in it. I'm sure there's something that I don't know about.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I thank you so much. I'm so happy that you appreciate that, because that's the case indeed. It's like every level is basically I had to invent it from the ground up. Like the design challenges were so different all the time. I had to be challenged, and that's exhausting. So yeah, I'm so happy that you see it and you appreciate that, because I think many games that uses that way of copy pasting systems all the time, and because they have other constraints, and I totally respect that, and I use their resources to do other amazing things, but this game is like not like an answer, but like I'm trying to propose something really different. That's the goal of this game, and this is one of the things I wanted to propose, something really different, like which already made other games, like Outer Wilds, for example. Like, oh my god, every planet is like completely a handcrafted masterpiece. but that's I try to emulate them in that sense of every planet is unique, and the fact that you felt it is like, that's a reward for me. Thank you very much.
Like hitting that, wow, the year is going from the 69th year to the 434th year. Wow. I'd be curious to hear while this travels, Carlos, like, just your thoughts on how hard it was, or maybe not, to build and design something that feels both scientifically accurate enough that we believe this, right? These are huge distances, and it's costing lifetimes to go that far.
Yeah, everything in the star map is, I try to make it like I modify. It's not like a representation exactly of the universe, in the sense like all the sizes and distances, everything like perfectly, and all the information we have is not like that. But I take some information, some data, and I stick with it. For example, distances of the stars, where they are placed. That's real. That's 100% accurate about the stars I display. Um, the the color of the stars, the all the relativity effects, when you are traveling close to the speed of light. All that is with mathematical formula, and uses just I try to take the things that can be mixed together, and for example, all the background stars or when you go out from the outside of the Milky Way, the points that represent other galaxies. Like there are a lot of all the points of light that doesn't have a proper name. They are like invented just to create that, to fill that space. See, but it's I just try to balance all that. And concerning the path you take between the stars, that was for me the interesting part, because I knew from the very very beginning I wanted to create this system, and I wanted to allow people travel between stars with that age constraint about the fact that you are aging. But at the very beginning, with my spirit of pure exploration, freedom, of course, I said, that would be so cool to have a non-linear path. Like you can choose your path. But the differences when you are traveling close to the speed of light are when you increase the amount of fuel. The small difference in fuel makes huge difference in distances, and trying to calculate all those possible combinations it was almost impossible. Like it was, yeah. So one player could try to make like ping pong no, like pinball, like going to the one point to the galaxy and then go to the other point, like trying to make the furthest jump all the time, and then consume all the fuel very fast, or the other way. It was like the differences were extreme. That's why I finally decide I will make like a one single path you can choose. And but then of course the following question is, and how do you choose the star systems you will visit? Well, what I decided is, so the main thing I had on mind was that I wanted the players to go outside after playing this game. I wanted the players to go outside in real life, look at the night sky, and if they know a little bit of constellations and stars, with a very basic knowledge, I wanted them to see at the night sky and say, "Do you see there? Do you see Vega? I've been there, and I know how far it is, because I have been traveling the distance, and I've been aging as if I had like a magic fuel antimatter that allowed me to travel there. But I've been there. I've been through that. I made that voyage. It took me literally real in the game. It took me real time of my life, because it's a simulation. It took you, I don't know, 30 seconds, 1 minute, but you are there looking, feeling the progressions in a map of the universe at scale. It's like, all right. So yeah, that's that. So I choose it by. So the star systems I choose were the most known, the most known stars. No, wait, the shiniest. Like for example, Sirius is one of the shiniest. Vega. Then some of them are Alpha Centauri, because it's one of the closest. Well, it's the closest indeed. Polaris is not very shiny, but Polaris is so important in our culture and our entire human civilization that of course, it was super important. And the Neve, I took it because the Neve is the farthest, I think, more or less, but is the farthest star that we can. It has the ratio of the farthest star which is the shiniest. So it means is the one of the biggest stars we can see from Earth with the naked eye very clearly, even in a city sky. We can kind of see it clearly, and that's because and it is super far, but because it is so huge, we can really clearly see it, and that's a fact I found so interesting, and that's why I choose it for the game. And that's all, and I think that's a good answer.
I think it's super cool that these systems are balanced in such a way. Like games and movies and sometimes books, but sometimes struggle to tell the combination of real story, right? Like meaning it's based on our best understanding, and being compelling from a narrative perspective. That's not an easy thing to do.
How do I balance freedom versus guidance? I don't think I balance it in the typical way. It's like the radar points you to the literally one vector, one direction, and is extremely precise, and that's the right path. There you go. There you go. So the guidance in that sense is really set. It's really like, it's not like sometimes you are guided, other times you are not. It's like, no, it's like super clear. It's more about the freedom you was talking. It's more like I am expecting, or I am expecting players that in other wilds are curious, and they will like to try to other ways to reach the core, and not try like the most obvious way. There is, of course, like a critical path, no, in a straight line. But I've created several ways to reach the same place, the core. But really like trying to. There are very several possible paths, and that's the freedom part. I going to nudge them also to those parts. Like for example, you have taken one right in this video. It's like you saw a pipe. Do you remember it? And then you say, yeah, it looks affordance. It looks like I can step inside, and why not? I could try to go by the easy way, the way you already know, because you have already walked the same structure, the same mothership, is the same design. You have already done it in the on a planet surface, which was the desert planet, and you know already how to reach that place, but you have decided to go. There's a pipe here. I'm curious. Let's. It looks like it goes to the right direction. Let's try. And actually, I didn't see anyone in my life taking that path before, and I'm so happy you did it. You took it, and that's magic. That's the magic of pure exploration happening right there. So.
The idea that the game lets us exist in a world where we can. I see a spark. I saw a spark somewhere over by the cabin, maybe? Yes. I think that's what that is. Yeah. Right. There. I think that's an important aspect of games, Games should make us feel this way. They should make us think about the beauty of 3 stars aligned the way they are, such that we can enjoy them. Like, I think that is a huge part of the purpose of storytelling in general. And I really think Carlos has captured something special here. I actually very much look forward to these sections now. Like, it's easy. Like, from a logistics, I shouldn't say it's easy. There's nothing about building a game that is easy. Truly nothing. But like, it is an objective in a space like this is simply find the things and repair it. But to do so with a little bit of like calming music, with a little bit of just environment around you, you get to take it in. You get to pause from this desperate run to go find people, to go find humanity. I think that's beautiful. I also think it's kind of cool, just worth noting here, that this rotating piece in the middle, right? There are items in here and they are stuck to the outside edges because they have created just enough friction to centripetally be pulled that way. That's insight from someone who has done the math, as I know Carlos has, like does know what mechanics in space would actually do. And I think that's fascinating. With that, let's get ourselves put down on the ground. Is that our spot? That's our spot. I missed it. I mean, I see the beacon. Maybe I just didn't have it detected. There we go. And then we land. And that leaves us on the ground. Let's look out the cabin. Oh, it's an ice world, as one would absolutely suggest from a name like Polaris, with crystal snowfall, the rings of Polaris. I guess it can't be really rings of Polaris, that's the star, but that's the point. I love it. Very excited to kind of continue this journey, see where it takes us. Thank you so much for joining us. We are going to pause here for today, but thank you for checking it out. As the game does near completion, stay posted. We'll probably even drop a video or two as some more details on launch and all that come up. We're not there yet, so no rush, no emergency. We want to see the game through to completion. I am really looking forward to not just being able to support Carlos for his incredible work here, but also being able to like help you see the beauty of game design and what it means for someone to pursue this by themselves for years on end. Just like we're doing in the game. So thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed your tea or coffee or beverage, and we will catch you in the next one.